can explain papers. You have your own channel, right?
This is my channel.
Whatever. All right. Nah, nigga, you got your own little channel, nigga. It's like a union channel. You got this shit fucked up. Anyway, to see that fits into what the fuck we talking about? Perception versus reality.
How you introduce yourself when they get inside? Everybody else can get to introduce themselves.
Yo, what's good? Yo, it's sincere. It was good. Sincere. _Dre on all socials.
Yeah, that's also our music maker. You know what I'm saying right there, Sincere. So
you could tell that you don't be behind the mic often because you just stuttered all over your words.
Hey,
you know Alright, man. It's everybody's favorite Yoruba guy, man. It's Chef to the O. It's cold. Ain't nobody else cold as me.
Because we about to go to hell with this conversation.
Like, what do we talk about?
So we're talking about perception versus reality. So basically, you understand, we was watching another podcast, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with bro so much. We was watching No Fugazi, right? The boy Cooley. And he was talking to Mr. No something, whatever. Nigga had a blue sweater on if you find that episode. But, he was trying to explain to him the differences between perception, you know what I'm saying, and perspective. And basically just showing that nigga like, yo, you going against reality. He asked this man one question, right? And the question was, do you believe a man can be a woman? And he refused to answer. So what's your take?
Well, firstly and foremostly, I want to talk about the perception versus reality because reality currently is flawed. If we think that we live in a computer program and that, everything that we do is based on what the government or people above the government dictate for us, then what is reality for real for us? Secondly, because we live in our own worlds and because there are certain people who definitely live in their own world, perception and reality can be the same thing for them. Yes, they can. Because somebody's perception...
No, somebody's perception is their own reality.
But
it's
really reality.
It's not reality. Reality is, let's look at something like this, something simple, right? So this table in front of us, can everybody agree it's a circle?
Yeah.
It's more of a sphere.
Nigga, see this.
Because if you look at y'all look at the you.
But it's not a sphere though, because it's not round. You just want to be different.
It is. A sphere doesn't mean round on all sides.
That's
the two. No.
Look it up.
A sphere is not round on all sides.
Yes, it is. A sphere is like a globe, like a circle.
Yeah, bro.
It's a sphere. So,
not that.
Look, that goes into a conversation, right? So, perception versus reality. Your perception was that this was a sphere. Me and him both saying like this is a circle. Like the shape of this table is a circle. Okay, so if you would have just been normal and just agreed, then that would be your reality. But because you are living in your own reality, for you this is a sphere. But the reality, the truth of reality is not personal reality. It's that this is a fucking circle, bro. It's in the shape of a circle. It's 360 degrees perfectly around, but it's flat. So it can't be a sphere. It's
okay, but what's the shape that is round on both sides, but no.
What?
No, this is why.
Circle?
No. You should know because you're in high school. We graduated
Bro,
high school.
I ain't been in geometry since freshman year.
So, okay. So let's keep it to the top, right? Okay, so you asked the question. The question was, what is the difference between perception and reality? Your perception, a person's perception is relative to the individual. That does not make it fact. Reality is fact.
A cylinder. It's a cylinder.
Nigga.
Okay, we're gonna have it. So
I have to look it up.
This is the table. This is the goddamn frame. I asked about the table. The table is a circle.
The whole thing itself is a table.
No. This is the frame. This is the surface top. This is the table.
So if you go to the store, you're just like, ooh, I like that table. They're just gonna give you the top part and not the.
No, because people perceive that when you say the table, you're obviously talking about the whole thing. That is a perception. That is a common known perception. But in reality, if the frame of the table or leg of the table broke, are you gonna go in there and say, "Hey, I need a table"?
Yep.
No, you're gonna say, "Hey, I need to fix the frame. I either need this wood piece or I need that." Now, people don't break it down as that far, but when I go talk to somebody, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I need. This is the reality. This is the fact. The fact is not the whole table is broken. The whole table is not broken. The table itself, the tabletop itself, is not broken.
Sir, a table is defined as a piece of furniture having a smooth, flat top that is usually supported by one or more vertical legs.
Usually supported by. Supported by. But
You ever seen a table with no legs?
Yes.
You seen a table with no legs?
You can go order one on Amazon right now. The bed and breakfast table. You good? What about the laptop, little desk tables and shit? Yeah, you can get a table without legs, bro. The legs are an attachment.
No, a table with no legs is called a periodic.
Oh my god, whatever, bro. It's semantics.
Okay, so the table was round, yes.
Okay, so that's reality. The reality is the table was round. Perception would be some shit like your ass just said. It's a sphere. Like, it's a fucking sphere.
What do you mean? You look at the table, the whole table is a sphere.
Okay,
Not a sphere, a cylinder. You keep saying sphere. You're fucking my head up.
So the only reason why your head would be fucked up, and that's one of the points is like, because your perception, you're taking it to your own personal, you want to put your own meaning onto it. That is the problem with society today, right? I'm not saying you're part of the problem, but saying that this motherfucker's a spirit, you will be part of the fucking problem, bro. So look, what I really want to get at, talking about this, because y'all seem like y'all lackluster right now, is the fact that this, yo. Can a man be a woman? Can you answer that question?
Bro, you asking questions that you know that we all gonna have the same answer to. No, I can't be a woman. Even if I go to Dr. Bezos and I be like, can you give me titties and a coochie? I'm not gonna have that hormonal imbalance.
Right.
Because I don't have that chromosome.
Right.
I'm not gonna have those period cramps.
Right.
I'm not gonna have that baby. I'm not gonna.
Well, you can now. They got surgeries where you can have babies now. Men can have babies.
I'm not gonna produce breast milk. Okay, so I know that one, my overall original stature and chromosomes and DNA structure says that I'm a man. No matter how much, and there's a part that be killing me because like there be macho men getting transgender surgeries, but still be strong as fuck in the top half, trying to get treated as a woman, talking about, oh, no, that shit don't work. No matter, you still look like a whole dude.
So even that though, right? Like appearance. Okay, first of all, like I was gonna say, even in my brain across, if you were at the question, like, damn, it is a woman, but it can get confusing until you hear like their voice or you see their hands.
Or then you look at the jaw structure.
Oh, you look at the jaw structure. You know what I'm saying?
COVID was a little hard though because I worked with one once upon a time. And one of my homeboys was like, man, like I hit that. And then when the mask came down and you saw like Tanisha used to be Tyrone, it changed his whole perspective.
And so with that, right? People have this fucking need to believe that only their perception is reality. And that's what is so fucked up in the world. It's like, yo, just because you thought that shit was a fucking spirit, don't mean that it's fucking spirit. So reality, right? I like to live in reality, and I talk with people all the time who don't exist in that. So it's like there's times where I'm having a conversation with somebody and I'm giving them reality, but because they don't want to accept the perspective or even open their minds up to the fact that this is the true reality, they be sitting there arguing with me and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, Chefo, if you don't mind indulging me, right? right? Because you love no back and forth, motherfucker. So I was just saying, because he's sitting there now, right, quiet, because he's trying to make the fire. No, we are going straight to the depths of fire right now. Ain't no avoiding shit. None of that. Yeah, he would have come back with this shit.
So no, I'm trying to post. I'm trying to share the podcast. What's your statement again?
Nah, see, that's what we're not doing. That's not what we're not doing. Okay, I'll give you one. Let me see. How do you feel about people who are raised? There's two people, right? One person was raised where they have to like go get everything on their own and do shit, and then that person is now sitting in front of a person where that wasn't the case, and because of the two differences of upbringing, when they try to speak with each other, they collide. So let's bring up the issue. Okay, I'll say some shit like, don't go, and I'm not talking about me personally, right? We just created a scenario. Don't go in that fucking dark room because it's monsters in there, right? The other person, because they don't have that sense of reality in the same way, they like, motherfucker, it's just a dark room, I'm going in there. And then they go in there and get their ass fucking shoot the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? So, how do you feel about the differences in upbringing and how that affects people's perspectives and perceptions of reality?
Personally, I don't like being told what to do. So if you told me I have to go in a dark room, I'm going in that bitch.
So you gonna be that person getting naked the fuck up?
Well, I'm the type of person that I learn by experience. I'm never gonna know.
That gonna be a last experience.
No, but I don't know. It's never like, trust me, I've been in experiences with monsters recently, okay? I almost thought it was my last experience, you know what I'm saying? But like, at the end of the day, I learned that, you know, one, not opening that door. Secondly, before I open that door, I'll leave that house.
Okay, but we're talking about a sense of like, there's a dark room, and a person's telling you, don't go in that dark room. But you feeling like, you know, like they told you to do, you're gonna go to the dark room, as you just said, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying you wouldn't open the door now, or are we talking about the same door?
I would open the door, but if I come out unscathed, I'm never opening that door again. Now, when it comes with two people that have different upbringings and tend to clash, personally, for me, once I come to the realization that like this shit gets nowhere, or I'm stressing myself out, or this shit is too overwhelming, or I don't even want to fucking talk to you. I'll block that person out of my life momentarily just so I can get my mind together, or I remove myself from certain situations so therefore I don't have to hear nobody motherfucking mouth. I'm a grown ass man. I don't want to hear the grown ass man motherfucking mouth.
Okay, so that's kind of like going off the topic a little bit, but something you just said though, right? So you're saying, you know, it's going nowhere. Okay. Could you agree or disagree with the fact that that has to do with the individual's perception and reason why they can't come to an agreement, or you know, even to agree to disagree? You know what I'm saying? The part of going back and forth.
I think that it's beyond perception. It's about reality. I think that it's two different realities.
Well, okay, but if we look at the definition of reality, there is no difference in realities. There are personal perceptions, which then gives an individual their own personalized reality. But reality is reality. There is no, you know, you say tomato, I say tomato. No, the reality of it is that it's a fucking tomato.
See, the way I look at reality is like there's three sides to a story. Your side, my side, and the truth. Reality is the truth.
Yes. But sometimes people come from, it's not always three, right? Because sometimes someone can come from the truth, right? So that means that there could be an individual based on their perception, which is their own reality, which doesn't necessarily make it wrong, right? Because there's no right and wrong to life in a sense. But at the same time, we're talking about true factual information. So then there's another person coming from a factual space. So if the person is coming from a factual space and there's another person that has their own perception, the person that is we'll call the person in truth, we'll call that blue, right? And then we'll call the person that's coming from their own perspective in their own reality red, right? So blue is trying to explain to red like, hey, I get this is how you feel, right? But that's not what the reality of it is. It's not that way. And red's like, yo, fuck what you talking about. This is my perception. This is what I believe in, and this is what I know. So how do you feel is a healthy way to kind of like negate those type of clashes where nobody gets anything resolved? Because obviously they're on two ends. You know what I'm saying? Not even on the same street.
I remove myself.
Okay, help me understand. Why would you remove yourself? And instead of, okay, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your perception or your reality, right? And this might seem a little personal, that's how the fuck you feel. But do you feel like your perception, your reality is the only way?
I believe that we'll use blue and red. Okay?
Yeah, we're at.
For example, blue goes in the kitchen, right? Blue goes in the kitchen, gets some food, right? Blue knows that when blue usually eats, blue eats a specific thing and blue doesn't touch certain things, right? Red sees something on the floor that looks like something blue could have potentially done. That's perception, right? You see a mess. The last person that was in there was blue. So red thinks blue did it. Blue knows that blue didn't touch anything that would do such things, and that if blue were to make such a mess, that blue would clean up said mess because, you know, that attracts certain things. Red, because, you know, red is associated with anger, decides that red wants to go Super Saiyan red, you know, and blow his cap because his perception is that this was done by you. I don't give a fuck what you say. This is what we just said.
But at that point, it's not reality at all.
It's
It's
perception.
It's just confusion. There's no person being in
No.
reality.
It's just perception because red sees something that was not there before, and red was like, nobody else could have done this but you. That's perception. Blue was like,
That's reality, though.
no, that's perception.
Oh, okay.
Because
so
no. Because reality would be if you were there to witness said event.
no. So okay. So it's reality because there's only blue and red in the situation, right? Okay. This is how you're explaining it. So there's only blue and red, right? And blue. Hell, blue even
No, there's green, yellow, and pink.
Okay.
Don't think there's
Okay,
other.
okay. So if blue, let's put it in this perspective. So if blue has a team, and on his team is green, yellow, and pink, right? And no. Red has a team. Let's over red. We're gonna choose red on this one.
Yeah, definitely red.
Red has a team, and it's green, yellow, and pink, right? And then so it's red, green, yellow, pink. These are the people that is on red team. Blue doesn't have an official team.
Blue doesn't have a team at all.
No.
Blue
But-
is an independent artist.
Blue doesn't have an official team, but Blue does have free agents from time to time that he or she may bring around, right? So, Red goes into said kitchen, and Red has a systematic way of how things are. Red is in charge of green, pink, and yellow, right? So, Red knows the things that red, pink, and yellow are going to do, Red even knows that green and yellow can't even go in the kitchen. That's blasphemy. Don't ever go in here. Don't do this, right? And then so pink, there's been a situation where red knows pink is the type of player
That turns red to.
that can turn red too, right? This is why they're on the team, right? So red knows that pink, if pink goes in the kitchen and does something or drops something or makes a mess or however the case is, what we're talking about, right? Something on the floor, pink is going to pick it up. Pink's not going to walk away. Red knows if red walks into the kitchen and he sees something, she sees something, they're going to take care of it. So knowing that, the only place to look, because first, red asks pink, hey, did you do this? Pink says no. Okay.
Did he ask blue if he did too?
Red asking his team first. Red asking his team first. Hey, did you do this? Hey, did you do that? Hey, did you do that? Everybody says no. Okay. Then, if these are the only colors, people in the situation, the only place left to ask and conversate with is blue.
Okay.
So then we get the blue, and blue's like, nah, I didn't do that. I was in there, but I didn't do that. Okay, you was in here, and you didn't do it. The reality, the true reality of it is, you was in here, and you didn't see this shit.
So mysterious color did it.
Wait, okay, back to what you're saying, like the original part. So blue was the one living in reality, and then red was living. Wait,
Everybody's living in perception.
No, but based from the original part, blue is in reality, red is perception. In your situation, it kind of like twisted, so we're kind of just confusion now, both in perception.
Yeah, because you're making it like red is perceiving that blue did it, and blue has a perception of you're just fucking crazy, I can do that shit. But the reality of it is if red and nobody associated with red did such a thing, there's the only reality that, okay, even if it should have been taken care of. Alright?
Even if blue didn't know.
So then we get into that, right? So if blue didn't know, okay, there's only these people in the room. So if there has been appropriated red hot conversations, since you said red is associated with anger, right? And everybody that has been addressed by red knows his team. Red has known his team for many, many years. And went through the proper channels before blue was even brought into the picture and addressed everybody the appropriate way with the hostility, right? And everybody's like, no.
Wait, who had hostility, red or blue?
Red. You said red is associated with anger. Mm-hmm. So red addressed everybody on his team, like, what it is.
With calmness.
No.
Because you said red asked.
An appropriate way with hostility.
Yeah, so red asked.
Right.
So red asked everybody in his community, but didn't have enough patience within the same breath to ask blue without just jumping off cliff.
Okay, so if you was red, you yourself, you asked everybody on your fucking team, there's only one other person, right, that is the odd man out.
Are you asking me what I would do?
I mean,
I think we could ask that part.
okay, we can get to that, right? But what you would do is negate it because that.
No, I wouldn't negate it.
No, I'm telling you it's negated. It's negated because it's coming from your perception. Not everybody responds and reacts in the same way.
No, I understand that, but like when speaking to people, I don't just.
Okay, so.
I don't just jump off cliffs and say, woo, this person could deal with this whenever the fucking body hits the water. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking free dive and then deal with because that's what red does.
No, so red
because
the character building.
Red look like you ever seen when narcissists get happy when you talk about their narcissism? That's what red looks like.
Now a narcissist is what
No, I'm just saying, but that's what red looks like. You know, he gets off. Wait.